All right, so we have the same steps as the last video. And so now we're going to solve. So this equation says negative 35 equals negative 7x. Okay, so remember, now that we're using algebra terms, right, and we got x's and stuff, you'll never really see a multiplication symbol, but negative 7x means negative 7 times x. Okay, but we don't even need to put that multiplication symbol there. Okay, we just say negative 7x or negative 7 times x. Okay, so rewrite the equation if needed, right? So remember in the last video I said you could flip them if you like to have the x on the other side, but I'm not going to do that. Step 2, locate the side with the variable. Okay, is the variable on the left side or the right side? The variable is on the right side, right? Remember, there's two sides to an equation. Okay, identify what you need to get rid of to isolate the variable. Okay, what do we need to get rid of to get x by itself? We need to get rid of this negative 7. Okay, so we need to get rid of this negative 7. We've got to do something with that. We've got to perform the opposite operation on both sides. So remember what I just said was happening. Okay, it's being multiplied. What's the opposite of multiplication? That's what we have to do. What's the opposite of multiplication? It's division, right? So negative 7x, the way to get rid of the negative 7 is by dividing by negative 7, by the same thing, okay? Not positive 7, negative 7, right? Because that actually makes 1x, right? That's what we want, 1, right? So these guys cancel out, right? I'm not the x, just the numbers, right? So that means I'm left with x, and then I have negative 35. Remember, what you do on one side, do on the other, so both sides get divided by negative 7. Negative divided by negative is positive, so 35 divided by 7 equals 5. Okay, so let's check our answer to see if this is correct. Negative 7x, so negative 7x, what is, okay, we said x is 5, so negative 7 times 5. Negative 7 times 5, well, that will be a negative. 7 times 5 is 35, so negative 35. And that is the answer. So this is correct. X equals 5. All right, let's try one more. All right, x over 7 equals negative 3. Pause the video. See if you can solve this. All right, how did you do? All right. So step 1, rewrite the equation if needed. Now, maybe you could rewrite this if you wanted to. You could probably say x divided by 7 equals negative 3. If that makes your life easier, right? Or you could keep it like that. All right. Step 2, what side is the variable on? The variable is on the left side, right? There's two sides, so there's the variable, the left side. Okay. Identify what you need to get rid of to isolate the variable. What do we need to get rid of? We need to get rid of the 7. Okay, so to do that, we need to perform the opposite operation on both sides. What's the opposite operation? All right, well, this is dividing by 7. So the opposite of dividing by 7, we times by 7. So I'm just going to write times 7 down here and times 7 underneath the negative 3. And so, and you could do the same thing, times 7 if you like. So the 7s get rid of each other, right? So that means I'm left with x. X equals, and then I have negative 3 times 7. So a negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times 7 is 21. So my answer is x equals negative 21. But let's see if that is true. Let's go back to my original equation, x over 7. Okay, so that means that is x is negative 21. So let's say negative 21 divided by 7. Okay, a negative divided by a positive is negative. How many times can 7 go into 21? That's 3 times. So negative 3, that's what we get. So this is correct. X does equal negative 21.